Hello everybody and welcome to the UserCandy installation video. In this video I'm going to go over real quick on how to install the UserCandy PHP framework on your XAMPP Windows installation. And it's actually pretty quick and easy. So once you get your XAMPP all installed and all that good stuff, you'll see a page identical to this and you should be able to access your PHPMyAdmin. Now, if you can't, then, well, you need to figure that out and then come back to this. I will eventually create videos on how to install XAMPP and all that good stuff. And feel free to check out our Discord and ask us questions, and we can help you with whatever you need help with. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and download the latest version of UserCandy, which eventually I'll have a downloads page here for the official stable releases. But at this time, just pull it from the GitHub. This will be the most up-to-date version of it. So download, save it, and as you can see, I've downloaded this a few times. Open this up here, and then you want to open a folder. Now what I've done is in my XAMPP folder, I created a new folder called UserCandy. You can just use the htdocs folder if you like and just, delete the files that are in it or whatever. That's up to you. I choose to create a new folder. So just copy. And it's only about a half a megabyte, so it's pretty small framework, which is real nice. Close that out. Okay, so I've copied these files over. Now we just need to tell XAMPP or Apache where our files are. And we want to direct it to this public folder because we don't want to give anybody direct access to any of these other files, because then they could come in and easily, alter or do something they shouldn't be. So the only place they should have access to is here. So let's just copy this directory, which in my case is C XAMPP UserCandy public. Alright, so open up your XAMPP config for the Apache, and then Apache httpd.conf, and then you want to look for, what was it? In here somewhere. Here it is, document root. Change this. Oops. And the directory as well. Save it. And then you also want to do the SSL file. And htdocs right here. Paste. Save it. And then you want to restart the server. And now, if we go to our localhost, which you want to get rid of dashboard, hit enter, voila, installation page. And this just kind of goes over the different settings. You want to make sure that you have 731 or greater, and it has a check in there for it. Same MySQL database. I guess on this one, for some reason, it's not pulling up what version. And then URL rewrite, PHP file info. Make sure that all these folders are writable, which I need to update this because this one does not exist here. Anyway, moving on. Here's our installation location. That's where the application is. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next step. This is your basic settings, so basically your URL and your database settings. So I'm going to leave this as localhost. No sense in me changing that right now. Host is localhost for the database server. I'm going to go ahead and go with UserCandy, and I'm going to do the same for the username. And then password. Now, I like to go in here. Let's go ahead and create the new database. We'll call it UserCandy. Already created it before. And then if you go to privileges, you can actually create a user for that same name, which you can use any name that you'd like. It's really up to you. Make sure you set this to localhost, and then I like to go ahead and just generate a password, because these tend to be nice and strong. And then leave all this alone, hit go. Okay, don't save. Now if we go back here and paste the password, and you can change the prefix to whatever you like. I'll just leave it at UC underscore. Update the config file. Okay, and this has been updated. We can test the database to make sure it's working, connected successfully. Move on to next step, import to database. Move on, everything looks good here. Move on. Congratulations, looks like everything is ready to go. Make sure to register as the first user for UserCandy installation. Once logged in, you can update the site settings in the admin panel. Click Save and Finalize to finish up the installation. UserCandy has successfully installed on your server. Make sure to register for your site first, as the first user to register is administrator by default. So make sure you're number one to sign up, because if someone beats you, they're going to be admin. So make sure you're number one. And thank you for choosing UserCandy Framework to run your website. Make sure to visit usercandy.com for updates, plugins, and much more. You may change site settings in the future by editing the system config file. Also, you can delete the install folder, which we highly suggest. And voila, there we are. We're installed. Everything looks good. Oh, make sure that you are the first to register. That is rather important. I'm going to go ahead and use my saved information here. Sure. And then log in as that user. And voila, you're logged in. And then you can come up here to the admin panel, account settings, what have you. And you're all set. Thank you for watching. And check back and subscribe and all that good stuff for future videos.